Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. My friends, we are going to start our new chapter, that is chapter number 4, chemistry. And first of all, we will study about the structure of atom. We will start from this topic, that is topic 4.1, that is structure of atom. First of all, what is atom? As you know, atom is the smallest particle of an element in the nature, and it is the building block of all matter. Now tell me, what is matter? Matter is what? Anything that has space and has weight. Very good. As you can say, for example, chair is a matter, table is a matter, like this. So atom, what is atom? Atom is the smallest particle of an element. For that, as you can see in your book, the various atomic models have been shown. As the atom is the smallest particle of any element, and it is further divided into its subatomic particles. Atom into its subatomic particles. And what are those subatomic particles? These are protons, neutrons and electrons. These are called as subatomic particles. Now, what are the various atomic models? Starting from Dalton's model that was proposed in 1803. What Dalton said? He said that atom is very small and indivisible, and it is very hard. Atom is very small, indivisible, that cannot be divided, and it is very hard. Then comes Thomson's model that is proposed in 1897. What he said? He proposed that atoms contain positive charges that are surrounded by negatively charged particles. Atoms, what are atoms? That are contain positive charges, and they are surrounded by what thing? The negatively charged particles. After that, Rutherford's model came in 1911, and he gave the idea that there is a nucleus in an atom that is surrounded by electrons. The nucleus that is surrounded by electrons. After that, Bohr's model came into being in 1913. According to him, atom has a nucleus and electrons revolve around it in certain paths. They are revolving in certain paths. They have a fixed path along which they revolve, and these are called as orbits. You can see the diagram too. Nucleus, the electrons are revolving in the certain paths. These are called their orbits. And the modern model of atom, we really know about that. Electrons are not inside the nucleus, first of all. They are revolving around the nucleus. And what are else? Subatomic particles, protons, neutrons and electrons. Okay, now the structure of atom. First of all, as we know, atom is a neutral entity that has made up of positively charged nucleus, negatively charged electrons moving around the nucleus. Then comes nucleus. If you want to know what is nucleus, nucleus is very small as compared to the size of atom. What nucleus contains? What is inside the nucleus? It consists of protons and neutrons. Then proton is a positively charged particle. If we talk about the electron, first of all, electron, it is a negatively charged subatomic particle, and it revolves around the nucleus. Always remember, in an atom, you have to remember, keep in your mind that in an atom, number of electrons are always equal to number of protons. If anybody knows the number of protons, he can tell about the number of electrons too. Fine. Neutrons, it has no charge, it is neutral. Fine. In nucleus, the number of protons and neutrons can or cannot be equal, it varies. Fine. Then comes atomic number. The topic is atomic number. How would you explain atomic number? The number of protons in an atom, the number of protons, as you know, proton is present in the nucleus. The number of protons in an atom is called its atomic number, and it is represented by the letter Z. It is represented by the letter Z. You can write over here, or it's written in the book. Fine. Number of proton, atomic number is equal to number of protons in an atom. Mass number, atomic mass भी इसे हम कहते हैं, and this is mass number. It is the number of protons plus the number of neutrons. When we add the number of protons and neutrons, it will give us the mass number. It is represented by A, and it is the number of protons plus number of neutrons. Fine. Now the next, arrangement of atoms of electrons in an atoms. Okay. Starting from arrangement of electrons, first of all, what are these? The electrons are arranged in an atom. They are called as shells. First of all, what is it? Shells. Then comes subshells, and then comes orbitals. What is it? Shells, subshells and orbitals. First of all, you should know the shells. How many shells are there? There are 4 shells. How many shells? There are 4 shells. First of all, K shell, then comes L shell, then comes M and N. And what is the maximum capacity of holding the electrons? holding the electrons. K shell can hold about 2 electrons, whereas L shell can hold 8 electrons, M can hold 18, and N can hold 32 electrons. Fine. So the first energy level, if we talk about the Bohr and Bury scheme, you just only need to know what is it. It is the energy levels. Energy levels are also known as the path in which the electrons revolve. The first energy level, if I talk about the first energy level, that is 1. First energy level is 1, and the formula we use is 2n square. We will put the value of n. When we are talking about the first energy level, we will put the value of 1 inside n, okay, and the square of 1 is called 1. Fine. 2 into 1 is equal to 2. So if we find out the energy of the first energy level and we find out the number of electrons, they are about 2. In the K shell, I said, as already told you, 2 electrons can be held in the K shell. So it means first energy level 2n square, and it comes out 2. Then comes second energy level. What you have to do, you have to put the value of 2 inside n, and the square of 2 is 4. 2 into 4 is equal to 8 electrons. It shows that L shell can hold 8 electrons. Similarly, the third energy level, fourth energy level, and they will give according the number of electrons. Now comes, what is octet rule? What is octet? Always remember, the word octet is derived from octa, that means 8. Okay, so the outermost shell of an atom, the outermost shell of an atom cannot accommodate more than 8 electrons. So, or we can say it has the capacity to hold only 8 electrons, and this rule is known as octet rule. The presence of 8 electrons in the outermost shell is called as octet rule. Fine. Thank you, student. Hope you understand.